Hello everyone, and welcome back. Today we are taking a look at, well, a triple review, actually. Kinda, sorta. They're all kind of legend scale? Is that the teeny tiny? Yeah. The scout class or whatever scale. But because there are three of them, they sold them as a deluxe. We are taking a look at the Transformers Revenge of the Fallen Deluxe Class Arcee, Chromia, and Alita 1, the Motorcycle Girls, or, as they say in the movie, the Arcee triplets, because of course we can't give Chromia or Alita 1 any sort of yabba 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 yabba. And I know in the lore there was a whole big thing, and again in the comics, my god, oh boy, our girls suffered a lot. But, to start off with, we are going to start off with Chromia, because why not? And she is cool. She is very nice. All of these girls have a very limited amount of articulation, just due to the size, but you can still get a decent amount of, posability out of them. The heads are quite well done, too. Like, there is a lot of molded in detail just in the face alone. And I won't lie, the paintwork is kind of decent, and they were even able to pick out the eyes in a very light blue, which is very nice and not something you'd really see on a figure this bloody small. And actually going back in, and you can even see some of the more molded detailing going on the chest and in the arms. And again, they do a very good job, like, just with the molding on this figure, and honestly on all three of the triplets. For articulation wise, head is on a ball joint, so you can get a full 360, which is very nice. You can get a kind of socket Magnus, which is very cool. You get a ball joint at, I don't know what to call this, her waist, I guess? And then you also get a hinge joint here as well, mainly due to transformation, but still. And then you, again, mainly for transformation, but you still get this joint here, so you can make it look like she just got hit by a lot of crap. This arm here, again, ball joint here and here. So you have just the entire bloody seat hanging out on the back, where she has her one battle claw that's not even really facing the right way. Like, it looks like she's just gonna run up and stab someone, or I guess wheel up and stab someone. All three of the sisters, because they are on just spinny wheels, they all come with a display stand, which is very nice and very helpful. So yeah, she'll just kind of drive up and stab someone, because why not? And yeah, she is pretty decent. She is a good figure. So we'll move her off to the side, and we will come up with Arcee, because why not? And I want to save the best for last. Arcee is a decent figure. Honestly, she is all right. She has the most involved transformation, in my opinion, just due to the way that the wheels transform and the way that the kind of hip mechanism works for her. That's about really the extent to her, complexity. But even still, again, they did a wonderful job sculpting her face. You can get a very decent amount of her kind of personality, I guess, coming from the head. And again, the chest detailing and everything. They all look very nice, very cool. And again, you have the display stand, or you can, kind of split the wheels open. And I like the fact that we're making Arcee, a motorcycle instead of, the weird car thing that she usually ends up being. It's nice, it's cool, and I guess we have Energon to thank for that. So I kind of like this kind of homage thing that we are doing with Arcee, with her just constantly being a motorcycle. Something, however, this entire front, like the shoulder pauldron thing, it is so gosh darn annoying that, like, it just kind of flops, because the ball joint that it's hanging on, just, It likes to flop everywhere, so you can't really get it into a decent position unless you're transforming her into vehicle mode. And even then, it just kind of, it looks weird, and the shoulder pauldron thing just, it doesn't work because it's so behind, and having it like this limits articulation, and it ends up, the pauldron just kind of ends up hitting her in the head. Not the best, but still, not the worst. Again, you have a very decent, secondary gun arm thing that you can give. Oop, I just tore off Chromia's arm. Sorry, Chromia. There we go. Oop. That's another thing. Stability on these girls, it ain't it. But you can attach Chromia's weapon to her sister's arm, and I think you can do the same with Arcee's weapon. I think they were able to kind of make those kind of sort of you can kind of sort of make it so that they can interchange their weapons, which is, it's kind of cool. They did not do that for Alita, though. Alita gets her own thing, and yeah, you can do that. Again, articulation is basically the same among all these girls, so she can do a Suck-It Magnus. A double Suck-It Magnus, if you will. I'll bring the girls off to the side. And here we have Alita 1, who looks alright. She looks alright. Chromia got not Chromia. Alita 1 kind of got the short end of the stick. She is my favorite out of the three because I like the... I'm not a fan of just the giant wheel as a hand. I don't kind of understand why she was just given a wheel as a hand. And obviously it would have, upped the cost a bit to give her, like a transforming wheel hand. That would up the cost, I understand that, but it would have been something to just kind of imply that she has another appendage that's not just, oh, hey, I'm going to punch you with a tire. Just something like that, possibly, maybe. You get another, little claw bit, and that just kind of sticks out, does nothing. And then you have her real claw hand that is awkwardly placed. Like, normally, the claw would, be like that, so that the longer end, or the crusher end, is facing forward, and then you have the small grasper at the back. But no, for some reason, I don't know if that was the intentional design, or if you were mainly just supposed to have her hand, because this looks the proper way to have her arm, right? And then trying to bend it looks like you're breaking the bloody thing. So I don't know if there was a mess up somewhere, or I don't know. The design is awkward in my opinion. Though I like the way that her transformation is really cool. Like that I won't deny. It's a cool transformation. I like kind of the skirt hip. I like how a lot of it just kind of folds up and provides this very nice pointed sharp back end, and then you also have a little spike wheel thing here at the other side. Oop, keep dropping it. And yeah. She too can also do the Suck-It Magnus. So we do in fact get a triple Suck-It Magnus. I think that's the first time I've been able to do that. Rad. But yes, so but yeah, so that is it for basically what all these girls can do. So, for comparison, we'll just take out all the weapons. There we go. Put the weapons off to the side. First comparison, here's an Energon cube. So yeah, they kind of, they small. And let's raise this up a bit. Here we have them next to Bumblebee. Yeah, so they're a decent size. Here they are next to Brawl. Getting a bit shorter. And for the giggles, here they are next to Megatron, and they barely come up to his damn shaft or knees. Oh boy. It works because that's the same size as they are in the movies, and it works scaling-wise as well. Oh, also here they are next to Little Bitty Laserbeak, because I find that cute. Core class, that's what I was thinking of. By gosh. But yeah, so they are very cute. I won't lie, they are very fun to transform, and they all have a unique transformation, which is very cool. A lot of times you just see figures like these, and they'll just kind of reuse the same transformation gimmick and move some parts around. Each one of these girls has a very specific transformation, and I think that's really cool. So again, we'll start off with our girl in blue, Chromia. And we'll take off her stand. And to basically transform her, all you want to do is turn her head all the way around. Put it back like so. Rotate this wheel back so it now covers up the head. Then you want to rotate the entire body around here. Bring it down on the hinge. And then you want to use this mushroom hinge here to rotate it once again. And that will fold everything up. You want to take the entire arm here. Push this in. Make sure gotta make sure I fiddle with everything correctly, because a lot of these transformations are a little fiddly, I won't lie. So actually, take this around, make sure head properly in place. Yes. Wheel also properly in place. Yes. And I realize you want her chest piece to be actually facing downward. That was my apologies. To bow in. So you have this, and then you want to use this little strut here, and that will just kind of rest itself in the engine block. And then you want to take the arm and just kind of position it going in to, or just kind of placing it like that. Small adjustments. A lot of these girls are kind of fiddly, unfortunately, but you still get a very cool little motorcycle mode. And here you have Chromia in her dirt bike mode, and it is very cool. So we will put Chromia off to the side, and I usually like using her arm as a kickstand. It's kind of what you have to do. So leave her arm. Oop, oh gosh, her ball joint. That's another thing. These ball joints are tiny, and they pop off very easily. Come on. There we go. So just keep it like that. Chromia's off to the side now. Alright, next up we have Arcee. Take off her display base. And first and foremost, we'll take the shoulder pauldron and just bring that up like so. Then you want to rotate her body all the way around so that these pieces here are facing forward. And you want to angle everything like so. And you want to open up the entire wheelbase. And then, yep, here. Rotate it once more again. Then rotate it at the ball joint. And here you can kind of have her looking like an itty bitty race car. Like a little penny racer if you want. But to complete transformation, fold everything up. Make sure that the little pins kind of connect as well as they can, like so. You want to rest her left arm, or her right arm here, like so. So everything kind of looks like that. And then you just take the entire back section and you plug it into this port right here. And everything just kind of fits together. And here you have Arcee in her city bike. Or I guess her cruiser? Is that what? No. I know colloquially it's called a crotch rocket, but I'm trying to get proper bike terminology here. But yeah, it is a very nice motorcycle. And because she has a wide enough base, you can just kind of leave her like that. Put her off to the side. And finally, we shall take a look at Chromia. And again, hers is like my favorite transformation out of the bunch. So first thing you're going to want to do is bring her head down and open up the handlebars. You want to bring her this arm here in and connect it together with the handlebars. I'm going to rotate this section back like so. And I want to just kind of extend everything like that. There we go. Then you want to bring this entire body panel section up like that. Bring her arm in and it will just kind of tuck in like so. Then you want to take this piece right here and it will peg into the back leg slot. Close this back section up. And finally we take the rail spike, plug that in. And here we have her in her very nice city bike mode as well. And does anybody else get a sideways, like an Armada sideways feel from this motorcycle? Like this looks almost exactly like Sideways from Armada, right down to the purple color, like right down. And I love it. Like I love that. And here we have all three of the girls in their vehicle modes. And yeah, like I said, I very much like these vehicle modes. They are all very obviously they're all very different from one another, and they show kind of a different personality from each other. Like Chromia is a dirt bike. You have obviously you have two, city bikes as well, but they're different types, so they probably provide different specs to them. So I kind of like that. There's storytelling within what type of vehicle each of these girls choose. And that's very cool. It's very different. Now, as for things that the bikes can do in, bike mode, they each roll. They roll quite nicely. Chromia is the only girl here who can't really stand up on her own. She needs help. But, if I had Ironhide, he would probably be there to help. Because he's a good boyfriend. But, still. Wait. Was it Chromia that he was with? Please answer in the comments. I want to make sure I'm getting this right. Please, God. Please let that be correct. But yeah, so each of the girls, they roll quite well. And with Arcee, you can also, just take her arm out and give her arm cannon. So, while she's driving around, she can still shoot some. She can still shoot some buggers, which is very cool. Chromia, I swear to Primus, if you do not stay, by golly gosh, you're all just trying to, stop it. Something that I just kind of realized, and something that bothers me, Arcee doesn't have a cap. Now, I understand that's where the screw goes, but, still, it's a little awkward that the rest of the girls get just a little gas cap where all the gas caps are supposed to be. And yes, while the screw is there, and you could theoretically just imagine that as just like a deep gas cap, it throws off the look a bit, which is kind of annoying. But anyways, scaling-wise, Camaro, Bumblebee, and they're a bit off. Though, again, you can't get 100% perfect in scale, especially for motorcycles. These are very good in scale with, a couple of the bigger figures, kind of, sort of. But they still kind of work. They get at least the robot mode scaling quite well. Also, making me transform this thing again. And I have to do it one more time after this. No matter how good you get at this guy's transformation, it's just not fun. Anyways, away from that, here we have them next to the tank. And again, a little off. I feel like they should be about the size of the gas cap. Or of at least At least the windshield should at least, you know, measure up to here on a tank. And that's kind of, again, I know scaling for vehicles, especially motorcycles, is incredibly hard. To also have like a fun toy as well. But it's, again, it's not super bad. It's still very, very close to reality. So that I am okay with. And here we have them next to the big boy truck. And somehow this actually works. Like if you had the girls a little further back and the truck forward, like the girls kind of look decently sized from the back. You know? Like they kind of work. Bring them all the way back up. And here we have them with Laserbeak again, because why not? So, you can kind of ride on top of RC. Scare the crap out of people. And here is an Energon Cube, once again, for scale. So yeah. That is the Revenge of the Fallen RC triplets. And I gotta say, they like... and kind of the reason why I'm doing them now is after the reveal of the, what was it? The Revenge of the Fallen Autobot pack that comes with Prime, Jetfire, and the triplets again. That's kind of what the triplets offer. Again, they are alright. I kind of want to get that set because I don't have Movie Prime, and thanks to me kind of actually reviewing some of the movie toys now, I'm starting to develop an appreciation for them. But yeah, so that is it. Again, that is it for the triplets. I'm thinking about live streaming tomorrow. I'll have more information like actually tomorrow. But yeah. So yeah, have a good rest of your day, night, or whenever you watch this video, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Bye-bye, everyone.